Alright, what is going on, guys? My name is Anbu. I'm a former Overwatch coach that is getting into some Apex Legends coaching currently. Um, and today we're just going to be reviewing Energy Dizzy's 33 kill potential world record gameplay. And yeah, so it's about 17 minutes long. We'll see if we can find any tips I can bring you guys, any tips that he could have done, things he could have done better, things he did well, things he did poorly. Dizzy's an insane player. If you don't follow him, look up his Twitch, look up his Twitter. He's nuts. He's got over 5,000 kills on Apex, over 1 million damage done. It's only been out for like a week and a half, so he's definitely an insane player to definitely go check out. So, but let's hop into this. So starting off, they dropped Hot Zone. So we're gonna see right off the bat they dropped Hot Zone. He's going to pick up Peacekeeper and a Longbow. Not a bad combo. Some med kits and stuff. Digital threat. It's always good. Get some armor. Playing it safe. Here's shots, so he's going to head up here. Now I like what he does here. So if we watch this, so he's got the grenade out. What he's going to notice first is there's definitely going to be this death box. So someone else landed here, right? Right, so that's the first thing he's going to notice. So he's going to chuck a grenade in because they could still be there to zone them out. And now he knows they're not there. Checks window, gets the knock. His sense and aim is just insane. Gets 2 knocks with 2 shots, which is nutty off the bat. But we're going to look at what I want to note is he's got ammo in his gun. He can reload as well. So he does something here where he misses some shots. He's still got 1 shot in his gun. This dude runs out of ammo, and he just starts knifing him, which is fine. I mean, he ends up securing the kill. The dude didn't have really any armor or anything. But I don't know if it was the safest play for him. He got lucky the dude didn't have any ammo. I think if the guy had ammo, he would have wanted that fight back as far as being able to go back and take more shots with his gun. He's got 17 shots. He would have had to reload mid-fight, of course. Could have switched to the longbow. Just something he should have been aware of. He says it later that that dude was out of ammo too. He was not out of ammo. Dizzy wasn't. So it's always something to be aware of, what your ammo is looking like, what your cooldowns are looking like. And Dizzy still had his Q for escape, though, so wasn't too bad of a spot. Gets the first 3 kills. Just checking boxes, shield batteries and stuff. Medkit, grenades. Still running Peacekeeper longbow. Not the best combination, especially since he doesn't have a sight on his longbow. Right, says it right there. Why'd he melee back? He's out of ammo too. He's constantly moving. This is something about Dizzy that I really like, is he doesn't stay too long on boxes. He's constantly moving. He's making sure he's checking his windows. He's checking doors. He's listening for footsteps. So you'll see a lot of players in this game just stop. They'll check a box, then they'll go to the next box, and they'll be stagnant for so long. They won't be listening. They'll be in game with their friend. They'll be talking and whatever. They won't hear footsteps, or they won't be aware that someone's nearby. They won't check their corners. So this is something he does really well.
No, we gotta. No.
Here's he's taking fire.
No, you don't kill my friend.
Goes in here. Peacekeeper is insane. Oh.
I just no-scoped him.
The no scope on the longbow. This is actually an insane play right here. So get some damage off. Knows this guy's low.
What?
I don't like this again. Just simply because if you watch. 1 shot, 2 shot, and this is where he's gonna switch, right? This is where he's gonna switch off of his Peacekeeper to the longbow, and he gets the kill here, but he still has shots in his Peacekeeper. He's low health. He ends up getting the kill, so it's fine. I mean, he's insane, but for more of like your base general player, I mean, I don't think switching to the longbow here is the safe play. Dizzy, of course, great player, so he gets away with it here, but he still has 2 shots, 1 shot. He still could have killed him. Gets the kill in the end. Reloads. Heals up. Makes sure he's closing doors. Checking corners again.
He killed Pathfinder.
And just
I just
overall,
don't know
Dizzy's
that.
movement is insane. So if we go back and actually watch this fight again, like so, starts here.
No.
To kill the Pathfinder.
No, you don't kill my
The slide
friend.
to jump, moves, jumps up, sliding, strafing left and right, left and right,
What?
AD. He's constantly making it incredibly hard for the opponent to hit him. Especially since the opponent, I think, is using an SMG, LMG. This opponent is definitely going to have a hard time hitting him as he's jumping, he's ducking, he's going left, right, all over the place. And it's going to make it really hard because this game is very flick-oriented in these close-range fights. So tracking these people down, and especially less mechanically skilled players, are going to have a real hard time with movement like this.
I just no scope with a longbow.
Definitely hears the more shots, closes the door, make sure he's aware of that.
He killed Pathfinder. Actually, is that with Divina Mouse? Yeah.
Med
I
kits,
have it right here.
always moving, checking,
Killed our boy
checking. Look,
Pathfinder.
he's behind him. Checks the box real quick. Gets
Pathfinder's
purple
look.
body shield.
Don't mind if I just take a little tax.
That's his friend. That's his teammate's loot. But I mean, he's getting kills. He's got 3 kills already. So, not a huge deal. Hearing footsteps. Checking these corners. He knows the dude's here. So. Gonna see a little pop of the head there, I think. Here's the Wraith noise, and then right underneath here. Now he's playing with a longbow up close. This is really difficult right here. Ends up pulling out the Peacekeeper, gets the kill, and that's just game awareness right there. That's why when you play this game, and a lot of people have this problem with listening to music, talking over sounds, having their game sound turned down. He hears the footsteps of the person, checks his corners, knows the person's there, sees a peek of the head, hears the Wraith sound. And just that game awareness is incredible from Dizzy. I don't think he should have engaged with the longbow there. He does get a shot off, but he misses a couple. Luckily, the dude's running. I think if the dude had engaged on him, and while he was still using longbow, might have had a better chance. But still had a Peacekeeper in his back pocket. So
Is that the S2? Yeah, it is. Or is it D35 then? Wireless technology. Just
doesn't stand still while his shield selling.
honestly, with
Switches
the
out
wingman,
for the wingman,
longbow's fun,
which
fun,
is
but
insane gun. Wingman Peacekeeper might be the best gun combo in the game. Those people are here. Has a digital threat, means he can see through the smoke. So he's just gonna down people with the Peacekeeper here. There's no point in using a wingman when you're in the smoke here. Kills another 2. Reses the teammate.
so did you
And that's just
congratulate
solid. He knows there's a fight. He sees the smoke.
Alice, have fun with delay. I fucking
Knows
hate
he's gonna have some trouble
fucking-
going into this fight. If just fighting in the smoke, but neither of them can see, and he's got digital threat, so he's definitely got confidence going into that fight. And confidence is so crucial in a game like Apex, where there are people that run away, people that are kind of more passive. Yes, you can camp to win in this game, but with the meta evolving and Wraith, Bangalore, Bloodhound being so prevalent in the meta, this aggressive playstyle of tracking down your enemies, flanking, coming up on top of them behind cover, especially with Peacekeeper and Wingman being the most meta guns right now. Now, you're going to have a lot of burst damage, and aggro play is heavily rewarded if you can do it properly. And it's more than just holding W. He's aware of the situation of how he should approach it, and he knows what he has working towards his advantage and what the enemy might possibly have. So going into that smoke is still a safe bet because he's got a Peacekeeper with a Wingman, and he's got a digital threat, so he can see through the smoke. So he knows he's at least on an equal playing field as far as seeing if they potentially had a digital threat as well. Now they don't, and he ends up getting both the frags, and it works out for him. But
I go in your chat,
yeah.
exclamation point mouse. That shit says Logitech G305. That's a G Pro wired, not even the G305. No, I'm
once
just
again,
kidding.
shielding, always moving, always looking around,
No, I'm just kidding. I love you, Symphony.
never stops moving. More gunshots. So a lot of people fighting here. Switches his digital threat onto his Wingman, and look at that, just frags out. Sees the dude, just turns around. Now this is just pure mechanical aim, right? So he's, because of, all right, so we've got gunshots. He knows there's one on the bridge. He sees one right there. You can see it. The dude drops down right here, and he sees that. So you've got your enemy right here. So now he's got the advantage. He's got the high ground advantage. The dude's in the middle of dropping to go help his teammate. Doesn't know Dizzy's there necessarily. Might see him, and now he's got to kind of make a decision. Doesn't look like he sees Dizzy. Gets knocked in the end. Now it's a 2-on-1 under the bridge. There's still one left. Checks the box real quick. Still 80 strafing while he's checking the box, which is incredible.
You put that the game back on 305? Hey, 305 gang. That's what's up.
He's got 243 heavy ammo. Holy hell. But that's just, once again, that sound awareness. This game is so reliant on sound, on visual. Well, I mean, there's 37 people left. Dizzy has 8 kills. He's got the high ground positioning. He's moving well. He's positioning himself well. He's always checking his corners. He's making sure he's not getting flanked.
Another one, but I don't know where that guy is.
And
I don't
so
want to search for him.
he knows there's one more guy here.
Fuck. Okay, there's a fight. There's a fight. Alright, we gotta pull
Decides he hears the fight instead.
The mouse I'm using is a
Go
Logitech
towards that.
G05.
Not the greatest portal in the world. Allows his team to get to the
Oh, he's right
balloon.
there. Yo, guys. There's a
Sees the
guy
dude.
north of you. Okay. Hide, purple, hide. Just hide. I'll get him, bro.
His teammate ends up getting the
Wait,
frag.
purple, he got him? Fuck, dude, no. I really wanted to get the
Dizzy gets a
kill.
little bit
This is
upset
a good
about, but
kill game.
this is a beautiful use of balloon in here before we even
The game back on 305.
go beyond
Don't
that.
wanna search for him.
So it's not the greatest
Mouse
ref.
I'm using is a
His team can get to
Logitech
balloon
G05.
really easily.
There's a
That's good.
guy.
But like right here, Dizzy does like a full 360, checking everywhere on this balloon to make sure he can see the enemy, make sure he can see his opponents. And it's just really, really well played. And he ends up spotting the guy coming up on his teammates because they're still on the banners of the guys he just downed.
North of you.
The guy with no armor is going to end up falling.
Hide, purple, hide. Just hide.
His teammate's going to get the knock
I'll get him,
and the
bro.
kill. Oh, gonna
Wait,
res.
purple, he got him? Fuck, dude, no. I really wanted to get the kill.
Dizzy gonna be a
This is
little bit
good
upset.
Game had 8 kills and there was 36 alive. Fuck.
Going for the record. So
Man shot the shape is nasty things.
nice back at the balloon.
I guess I'll just go over here. Best one's under $100. GTR5, shit's crazy.
I mean, look what he does here. So this is a top level mechanic. When you go up a balloon, if you look straight up, you're gonna get more height,
How much is GTR5 weigh? It's pretty light.
and then he's
I don't
gonna
know exactly.
he's gonna intentionally aim for this rock, right? So that he kind of comes out into the float mode, so that this is gonna give him more height and more range because you're not gonna fall as fast.
I see.
And then
What's up,
he's
guys?
gonna spot guys, land on the rooftop, make sure he's got a good position here, because now when a lot of people aren't aware of this, or even when they are, or they don't take it into account, when you fall out of a balloon, when you land from a high location, whether you're jumping off a building or you land from a balloon, there's a stun portion, especially coming out of a balloon because you can't carry your weapons while you're flying. I mean, there's going to be that stun portion, and there's going to be a pause before your weapons come out. So now he saw the guys, he knocks one, he knows there's one behind and right below him, pulls out the Peacekeeper. There, he's just gonna slide, finishes that dude off, can afford it. He's got plenty of bullets, 12 round mag, and a 2-on-1. Look at that, he's always using cover. He's sliding forward, or gonna play aggressive here. No, he's still got armor. Peacekeeper's just insane from that range. But let's look at this. So I'm not a huge fan of necessarily how he plays this. So he gets the first knock, right? Right, and he's got this nice angle, right? So he can, if he wanted to, he could continue to play around this and push here. He could even push through building to get a flank. I think. He decides to go for a little more of an aggro approach. No. Just, yeah. And decides to rotate around towards this staircase, which is fine. They're both kind of playing around the truck. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't think the truck offers him as much cover as it does the other guy. But when you're Dizzy and you've got that mechanical skill, well, it's perfectly fine. I think the safer play here would be to head inside and play from window, which cuts off an escape route for this dude, and then you can push truck if you want and take this position from the dude, and then you can even climb over truck, or if he decides to run stairs or here, you can continue to push him. I guess this kind of cuts away some escape, what Dizzy does, but I'm not a huge fan of it. It's not the safest play in the world. But he's got the mechanical skill to do it. He knows the dude's going to be kind of shielding himself up. Going to miss some shots. And right here on staircase is, okay, so right here. So Dizzy has no cover here. So there's no railing on this staircase. So there's like a good like zone here where this dude can just kind of peek around. And this dude has a lot easier access to cover just going behind this truck. Now this dude plays it really, really poorly, as we'll see. Tries to take the fight, kind of hesitates on whether or not he wants to poke. He does end up going back behind the truck because he pokes out for so long. If we go back a second, so right here he pokes out, takes a couple shots, and right there he hesitated. So this dude who Dizzy's fighting hesitates to go behind the truck, and then that's a poor drawing. Hesitates to go behind the truck, and then decides to loop back out into this fight, right? And that hesitation, that like stutter step, means he takes another shot, meaning he's gonna be low health. Dizzy doesn't really have to worry about much if this dude decides to play this peek game, because even if this dude plays the peek game, all right, he's gonna peek back. This dude doesn't have many options. This dude's options are either he's going to try to go behind the truck and shield himself off, or he's going to push Dizzy. Dizzy has sights on everything. If the dude runs this way, hey, Dizzy has sight lines this way. Dizzy has sight lines. Lines back that way. Dizzy has sight lines. This truck is the dude's only cover. So what's good about what Dizzy did here, well, it's not the safest play because he's fighting out in the open. He does win the mechanical one because the person he's playing against makes some mistakes and doesn't have as good of aim. What's good about what Dizzy does here is he has this high ground, so even if the guy tries to retreat, Dizzy has a free angle onto this dude no matter what. The dude's not playing Wraith, no clean escape path. So, just gonna see.
Sound like your brother, Jello?
He's gonna be that dude's gonna be low from the hesitation. Dizzy just has to land one shotgun shot.
Batteries.
It's an easy fight win.
My shotgun.
And that's the whole squad.
I don't even need to loot these guys. I'm so set. Yeah, nah, I'm just full game.
Not worth looting at this point. Dizzy has 379 heavy ammo for his wingman, which is insane.
Did you come across this game? I just W key everyone, honestly.
Dizzy says it right there. How do you get good at this game? I just W key everyone. It's a little more than that. His movement's really solid. His mechanics are really solid.
Pop off.
I'd like to see him take some more
Everyone doesn't die.
patient plays. This nade is insane. He lands a massive nade here.
Oh,
Holy.
that fucking nade.
And, but this dude's got no armor. This dude's gonna come out the door. 45, 45, 90. To the head, that's a knock. The other dude's gonna come down, get knocked as well. And what you're just gonna see here is this nade puts so much pressure. So there's a firefight happening in this building, right? And right about here, we're gonna see a bunch of shield armor. So we're gonna see 39, 80, and the one behind it is 100. And what this is gonna do is they're in this fight, right? Hey, and it looks like they're fighting up the staircase towards people, which means these people on the low ground are the ones that are getting hit, which means these people on the staircase are going to have the advantage, forcing these guys out. I don't think they were aware that the nade came from Dizzy on this side. This nade gets a ton of value, and they just kind of funnel out right into Dizzy with his wingman.
Oh, that
Yeah, see, there's the rollout. He's dead. This dude runs out as well, dies. Dizzy goes to check the box, checks the staircase, sees the other guy. Good awareness, misses some shots here, but he's playing under the staircase, which makes it really hard. The dude's trying to run. Dizzy's gonna get the knock there. This is insane. Dizzy right here. I did not see that guy.
Holy fucking shit, boys.
But what Dizzy does here is so good. Like, this is... So many people can take from this. So he gets the first hit right here. So he checks the box. And right as he goes to check the staircase... So he checks this way first. And then as he rotates up to check the staircase... He sees this dude coming down. Which is going to alert him there's still people here. He's still in a firefight. He doesn't have a lifeline in his team, so he knows that's a dude. Gonna instantly turn on this dude. Also sees this person. But turns on the first one. Gets the knock right here. He's getting shot at. Goes for the reload. I like this. So he runs behind the staircase during his reload animation, which means the staircase is going to give him cover. This thing is going to give him cover. It's not much cover, but it's a semblance of cover. He's going to start taking this fight with the dude. Misses some shots, unfortunately. He could have got the knock there. He knows the dude's low. Knows the dude's low running up the stairs. Dude uses an ult. He hits 92. Finds the Wraith that's low. This dude tried to peace out. Finds him. Knocks him. He pushes that staircase. Like, it's not great to push staircases, but he pushes that staircase with full knowledge that the enemy team is low. He's got a Peacekeeper. He's got a Wingman. He's still got most of his health left. And he's going to have pretty free access to kills here. And the advantage.
Shit, boys. Holy shit, I have 16 kills. Oh my god. Okay. This is the game. This is it. This is actually it.
Finds a precision choke. That's Pog. Too bad he doesn't use the Peacekeeper ever the rest of the game. But
oh my fuck.
decides, hey, need the kill record. He can do it. 23 people left.
What is
But
bad manners?
just watch his camera as he runs though. Like, he's always checking in different high grounds. He's always looking around him. He's checking corners.
Yo.
There's checking rocks.
Powerful with the 241. Keep up the good work. Hey, thank you, man. FPS on OBS.
Always moving.
47 FPS, 32 FPS. Fucking A.
Never standing still.
I kill game
Taking high ground, landing on rooftops.
We just gotta find everyone. Come on.
This rift is really safe.
Here, boys. No.
Here's gunfire.
No, stop killing everyone, dude.
Not there in time.
No.
If they had been in this cavern, this rift would have been really safe. He would have had a good escape route. As it is, doesn't find anyone right away.
I wish I had a gold backpack.
Gold backpack, for those of you that don't know, which is what he asked for, does fast heal. So that would be really good in this situation. He plays around these rocks, plays around these boxes, checking corners. Sees a dead box. Now sees people. Right. So there's no reason he should win this fight, in theory. So yes, he has cover. All right. So Dizzy, this is maybe not the best fight Dizzy takes, but in theory he shouldn't win this fight. Yes, there's cover. There's 3 opponents though. There's one here. There's one here, and as far as I'm aware, there's one here. If I remember correctly, from the first time I watched through this VOD. And so, yeah, he's playing this safe. He gets some damage off. Yeah. So he's going to get the first knock. He's going to be low on shields, though. Crap. Right here. Yeah. So he's going to get this first knock. He's going to be almost out of his shield. So it's still a 2-on-1. And this just shows... This shows why Dizzy is good and why other people are poor at this game. So, Dizzy, first off, in the first fight, Dizzy knows that going into this is, alright, he put some engage, he put some shots down. He landed 145. Alright, he landed a 45 on this dude already. Took a shot. Didn't take that much damage. There's a 90, so that shield's broken. But look at what this dude he's fighting is doing. This dude is just standing out in the open like, I'm just going to blast you down. This dude's already lower health than Dizzy. And Dizzy's still got cover if he wants to back. Dizzy backs up. in a cover, and that dude just stands out in the open to fight. That dude played around cover. It's going to be a much harder fight for Dizzy. He's going to have to push that dude. There's still 2 others up. He'd have to push into that whole team. The other dude plays around cover, and what's fine for this is it gives Dizzy an opportunity to get underneath cover. And he switches covers, too. So when the dude goes around cover and can't see Dizzy, Dizzy's going to switch covers, so the dude's not entirely sure where Dizzy is, which is going to give him a good position. The dude goes to push, as we see here. Back up. Okay, so there's the knock. There's the second fight. Another 45. I think the shield broke. All right, so he rotates. Yeah, 2 people here. The dude that went behind the crate goes to push Dizzy here. But Dizzy's here, so this is just gonna take that guy right into Dizzy's crosshairs. Really not much aim involved in this. It's because the dude's just walking across Dizzy's crosshair here. Easy knock. Sees the last one, and once again crossing an open path. Gives Dizzy plenty of free sight lines, plenty of free space. Fights him in the wide open. Dizzy takes cover again. This dude doesn't. They all get eliminated. And it shows just how you can 1v3 if you're smart about how you play. I mean, this is a still relatively new game. So players in this game aren't the best as it is right now. But it just shows Dizzy's awareness of, I'm going to use cover. I'm going to use this to protect myself. And all 3 of these guys, except for the one, like 2 of these 3 guys fight in the open. And the other one pushes across Dizzy when he doesn't realize Dizzy has moved. He doesn't have enough information to make that push. And just that game awareness from Dizzy to take cover in these fights, poke out, get some burst damage with the wingman, poke back and undercover, and being aware that these guys are just fighting out in the open, and it's their downfall. He easily 1v3s here, barely takes any damage. 3 people only barely bite through his shield. 19 kills. Sees another person wide open again. Going to get a lot of damage done. I don't like this play. I don't like this move from Dizzy. It's not the safest, so he ends up making it fine. So okay, this dude's running somewhere clearly, but Dizzy, as far as Dizzy's aware, he doesn't know if there's anyone here other than that one guy. Turns out there's 3 people here, but Dizzy doesn't know that. However, what Dizzy does well here is he doesn't play by just stand in the door and shoot into them. What Dizzy does well is he slides all the way to this rock, making it so that he's going from cover to cover, and he can get that information. So it's not the worst play in the world, but a lot of bad players would just stop up and at the door and try to fight. Dizzy pushes in, puts some damage down, and gets enough information, and misses shots, turns, sees there's people there, back under cover. He downs one on the way as well. Make sure he gets the elim. These guys are playing on staircase. There's no reason they should lose this fight. I mean, Dizzy has the high ground, but there's a 2-on-1 when this starts. I mean, going in here, so what? We've got... Go back half a second. Right here. I mean, we've got a Pathfinder and a Lifeline here. There's a health drone down here. They have health. Yeah, Dizzy has the high ground. Dizzy's probably a better player than these guys. But it's a 2-on-1. He can't cover both angles. Dizzy, if this Pathfinder does not run away, and decides to shoot at Dizzy instead, Dizzy probably has to back off here. 2-on-1, small room, not a lot of hiding spots. The Pathfinder backs off, makes it a 1-on-1. The Lifeline doesn't play it well, decides to drop towards the health drone instead of anything else.
I can't pick that. I'm using the wrong thing.
He gets burst down anyways. I mean, look how low he gets burst down. Right as it is. And that's only in the 1v1 with the Pathfinder. That's not even dealing with say, the lifeline. If it had been a 2v1, I'm definitely thinking he backs off here and struggles. Ends up killing them.
I got it. Okay. 22, 14 remain.
That's just poor play on the enemy's part, playing separate from their squad, not coordinated, running when they should be fighting, fighting when they should be running, and it's a fine balance in this game. It's a fine balance of knowing when to fight and when to run.
Anyone, please let me get the kill. I can go for
And Dizzy plays it really well. He knows that these people are weak with that, and he knows how to play around the strengths of playing around cover, getting information, sliding in and out.
I'll bait it. I don't care.
I appreciate that.
Teammate says he'll bait it for Dizzy,
Anyone just mark, just spam ping, middle mouse click.
so Dizzy can get this kill record. And Dizzy does some things poorly. Like, sometimes his movement's not the best. Sometimes he plays too aggressive and in punishable positions. Like he did. He should have been punishable in that staircase,
Where's everyone at? Where's everyone
but he
at,
wasn't.
please?
Likewise. So he misses his fly here, which is unfortunate.
Fuck. Oh, fuck.
And as
I'm scared
soon
about
as he
this,
lands...
boys. I don't know about taking this one.
So he knows there's a squad in the jump ship, right? This is not a play most people will make. Pushing people in jump ship is very dangerous. They have every high ground advantage right now. You have to take a grapple. You're stuck in a straight line. And he does have a pathfinder, so he could ask to get like a grapple onto the very, very high ground of the ship, which would have been better for him. He can drop in. He's got a peacekeeper. He's got a wingman. He's got no nades, but he's still, if he's on that high ground, he has got a major advantage. But this isn't the safest fight to take.
Fuck.
And he admits it. He talks about it.
I'm scared.
They know he's here.
I wish I landed on top. If I did, it'd be such a better situation.
They're aiming right at you. Here's the
Maybe a
voice.
throw? I need it. I need the kills. I need to. I just gotta full send it.
All right, starts getting shot. Starts peeking.
Okay.
Left
Are
shift.
you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious?
And once again, we see him playing undercover.
Oh my god.
They're chucking nades at him. He's still moving while he's shielding. He's poking out so much damage, and his aim really helps him here. He hits 45 damage on these guys a lot. Another 45 white, 45 non-white, 45 purple. So he's hitting shots here and forcing pressure. So now he's forced all of them back into the thing, right?
What the fuck is this?
Except for, and so now he's got his Wraith ability back up. Goes to be safe. Uses his Phoenix kit. Because he got knocked to 1 health. I mean, this is a very dangerous fight to take, and it shows by the fact that he gets knocked to 1 health and has the Phoenix kit here.
Play the fucking game.
But he did put pressure on them, which means they have to use resources to heal up.
Airstrike me, throw 30 fucking nades on me. Alright.
They airstrike. He goes from a different angle, which is really smart. Instantly checks his right corner, checks his left corner, sees the dude. Knocks one. And what he does right here, this is, okay, so there's this small little corner here that he's standing in. This is beautiful because he got the knock. He knows that the team's going to be on him because they had jump ship position. It's still a 2-on-1 with one knocked, right? And either they're going to fight him in the jump ship in a 2-on-1 where there's not much cover, or he's going to drop down, right? No, he goes into this corner. He peeks, which is fine. When he peeks and gets shot, yes, he loses a little bit of health, but his shield battery is going to bring him back 100 shields, so he's still not really that low. He peeks again. It's just a 1-on-1. He knows it's just the Pathfinder right now. Gets the knock there. Knows it's just one last dude. Decides to go aggro on it. Gets the triple kill.
25.
That team played it really well. They played really smart and had the right positioning. They ended up splitting up when Dizzy pushed them. And Dizzy plays it beautifully. Dizzy plays safe. He runs through, like, onto the sides of the ship, onto the railings where he's going to be safe.
If you guys see anyone, just let me know. Just spam ping.
He shields himself up, make sure he's in a safe position, always checking his corners. All right, so there's a lot of really good things to take from Dizzy here. Once again, using that balloon to find people. Well, sees the guy didn't go that way, knows he's coming through here. 90, 45, easy knock. Gonna slide away, taking the cover of the small room. That dude's not gonna take the cover of the sandbags. Bad choice. Self-res, gonna make sure he secures this. Don't want to let someone self-revive. Clears those kits really quickly.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Don't come, purple, please. Please. Thank you so much.
Walks right into this dude. Hits a headshot, which is really,
Thank you.
really, really lucky.
28.
110 and damage. But we talk about this. Let's talk about this fight. So, going into this. So he does some damage. Does some shield damage. Alright, so that door is closed. He's playing out of the small room. This gives him escapability. And it gives him some semblance of cover. Right here. He's going to take a small fight. Still moving. As soon as he gets the frag, right? As soon as he gets the frag, he turns and slides back behind cover. So that he's in a safe position if the teammates decide to push onto the body. He pushes back out. His enemy's not the smartest.
Okay, self-revive.
Kills the self-revive. Make sure that doesn't happen.
Watch out,
Here's gunfire. Knows it's on the roof.
Don't come, purple, please. Please. Thank you so much.
Walks right into this dude. The 110 is just so
Thank you.
good. I mean, he wasn't going to die anyways, but probably wouldn't have died anyways. But 110 right there off the bat to just get the frag
Thank you so
is
much. I have
really,
28
really
kills.
strong.
I appreciate that. Holy fuck, this is it.
He's got 28 kills. Only needs 5 more. 3 squads left. Nice use of flying. And you see Dizzy, it's almost instinctive for him, but the reason Dizzy can get these frags is he's aware of where people are. He's aware of the fights he takes, and I've watched his stream enough to know that like if there's like a bunch of squads fighting, sometimes he won't take those fights because he doesn't want to get caught in the middle of those. He won't play in the middle, well, like out in the open too often. He's always playing undercover, going from cover to cover, knows where his next cover is, knows how to approach the fight, doesn't stay in a fight too long to the point where, okay, I got to kill, I'm still out in the open, they're going to come on top of me, I'm going to run back, I'm going to get undercover. It's really strong, his playstyle. Yes, sometimes he takes punishable positions, everyone does. He took that one fight in the staircase, which should have been punishable. Even the one where it was a 3-on-1, that should have been punishable. His one where he pushed the dropship should have been punishable. His mechanics and skill are going to take him really, really far. But for the average everyday player who might watch this, myself included, learning this whole like get as much information, be aware, or check your corners, always be moving. Like his AD strafing, his checking his corners, his moving from cover to cover, never staying too long out in the open is something that everyone can do, and is going to help secure more frags in the long run. And but we see he only needs 5 kills left, so we're almost done. If this decides to play, gonna get some more distance. Gonna use those walls to help him get more distance on his fly. Looking for people. Now, this one's interesting. Because I don't know how he sees these people. He slides past and no one shoots him.
See anyone, just spam ping, let me know, and avoid fighting them. This is it. You guys are witnessing it. You guys are part of it.
They don't shoot him. He just kind of comes on top of them here. Like he just finds these people. Like he peeked left, saw the dude. The dude doesn't shoot him. That dude doesn't shoot him. That dude doesn't shoot him.
All dead, all dead,
And
all
just
dead.
gets 3 easy frags. Like
31. I got you, bro.
camping in the corner and they don't shoot him whatsoever. He takes no damage there.
I have 31.
I don't know what their plan was there. That was just really poor.
What's the record?
I think 32.
It's got 1 squad left to kill. They might be looking to camp, so you always gotta be very careful about going around corners. He's checking back towards the zone. Gonna head balloon.
So do you want to beat it or tie it?
Beat it. I want to fucking beat it, dude. So fucking bad.
You want to beat it so fucking bad, bro.
Looks up, gets the height. Make sure he can clear the ridge. Supply drop. He's just frantically looking for these people. Takes the Kraber. Doesn't really matter. He's not going to use it anyways. Hasn't pulled out his Peacekeeper in like half the game. Just go around here. Make sure he's in free, easy sides of cover. Plays around that rock. Checks his corners. Checks the corners of these like small little arches where people could be sitting. Ends up finding these dudes over in the corner here. They don't know he's here. He's gonna get easy free damage off onto this dude. 12 shots in the gun. Gets the first knock. Gets the second knock. 33 kills.
Go, dude.
And in the end of the day, yeah, Dizzy is an insane player. There's a reason he got signed to NRG. His mechanics are nuts. He hits shots like almost no one I've ever seen. There's a reason he won the first Apex tournament with Ninja and stuff. But at the end of the day, there's things he does here that any player can do. And that's kind of the point of this video that I wanted to make. There's all these kind of basic tips videos of how the guns work, how the recoil patterns work, how basic movement works, or what each hot zone is, how the game works. Like your basic 50 tips video. But this is more of an in-depth kind of VOD review of like how Dizzy approaches his gameplay. You see him slide a lot. You see him go from cover to cover. He very rarely goes from someplace without a plan of where he's going to end up. If he's going to push somewhere, yeah, he's going to take some shots, but he's got an end goal in mind that's going to be a safe location. And just understanding that, the use of cover, the use of AD strafing, and the use of abilities and positioning, and how crucial they are in this game, is going to take a lot of players a lot further than they are right now. That's about all I've got for the video. Yeah, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.